What if everything you thought about sleep medications was wrong? Millions reach for these pills every night, desperate for insomnia relief, but few realize the hidden toll they take on the brain. It's a controversial truth. What seems like a quick fix might actually be rewiring your brain's natural ability to sleep. Imagine trading your natural sleep rhythm for a forced sleep that leaves you groggy, forgetful, and dependent. But don't worry, there's hope. Science shows that better sleep habits, natural sleep remedies, and simple relaxation techniques can unlock deep sleep again. No pills required. Ready to discover what really happens when you take these to sleep and how to reclaim your nights for good? Topic 1. Melatonin. Nature's sleep signal, or just a placebo? There was once a time when people simply got tired as the sun went down, and their bodies knew exactly what to do. That's because melatonin, the brain's natural sleep signal, was whispering. It's bedtime. But in the modern world, with screens glowing at midnight and stress running high, that signal gets muffled. So, many turn to melatonin supplements hoping to fix it. But here's the twist. What works like magic for some feels like a sugar pill for others. The question is, why does this natural solution sometimes fall flat? Inside the brain, melatonin isn't just a sleep switch. It's a messenger of darkness. It's released by the pineal gland when night falls, syncing your circadian rhythm and setting the stage for deep rest. But when you take it as a supplement, you're not actually making yourself sleep. You're just giving your brain a little nudge. And if your bedtime routine is a mess or your sleep hygiene is poor, that nudge might not be enough. It's like trying to row a boat while the tide pulls in the opposite direction. People often assume that more melatonin equals better sleep quality. But the truth is, your body runs on rhythm, not dosage. Flooding your system with synthetic melatonin might confuse the brain rather than calm it. Studies show it's most effective when taken correctly, at the right time, in the right amount, and for the right kind of insomnia. Otherwise, it's just another pill on a nightstand, promising relief but delivering nothing. Sleep isn't a button you push. It's a balance you build. And then there's the hidden side. Few talk about it, but regular melatonin use can backfire. Headaches, vivid dreams, even hormonal shifts. Your brain may stop producing its own melatonin if you rely too much on outside sources. Over time, that natural signal weakens, and the bedtime routine becomes a battlefield. It's ironic, isn't it? A remedy meant to restore balance might actually tip the scale. Still, melatonin's not the villain. It's just misunderstood. And perhaps it's not about taking something to sleep, but about helping your brain remember how to sleep. That opens the door to another kind of sleep aid, one that acts more like a command than a whisper. And that's where things get a little more automated. Topic 2. Zolpidem, Ambien, the brain on autopilot. Imagine handing your brain the keys and telling it to take a quick detour into dreamland. That's exactly what Zolpidem, commonly known as Ambien, does. It's a powerful drug that zeroes in on GABA receptors, the brain's main brake system, forcing the mind into a deep, drug-induced shutdown. Sounds like a neat trick, right? But here's the catch. This forced sleep isn't quite the same as the natural, restorative deep sleep your brain craves. Once zolpidem kicks in, many find themselves slipping into sleep faster than ever before. However, the brain under its influence can act strangely. There have been countless reports of people sleepwalking, talking, or even driving without waking up, like the brain's on autopilot, but the conscious mind is nowhere to be found. It's a dangerous side effect that few expect when they reach for that pill at bedtime. What's really going on inside the brain during this drug-induced state? While zolpidem does help quiet the noise, it disrupts the delicate balance of sleep stages, particularly REM sleep, the phase when the brain processes emotions and memories. That means this sleep you get may leave your brain foggy and your memory impaired the next day. It's a trade-off that's rarely explained up front. Addiction and tolerance sneak in quickly with zolpidem. The brain gets used to that forced shutdown, demanding higher doses to feel the same effect. Over time, this cycle chips away at your natural ability to fall asleep on your own, and when you try to stop, insomnia often hits back harder. It's like trading one problem for a bigger one. wrapped in a tiny pill. Still, despite the risks, zolpidem remains a popular choice for insomnia relief, especially when sleep meditation and better sleep habits haven't worked. But is trading true sleep for autopilot really the best way to improve sleep quality? That question leads us to another sedative that's both revered and feared in equal measure. Topic 3. Diazepam, Valium, calming the mind, hijacking the brain. Diazepam, popularly known as Valium, is often seen as a trusty ally when the mind won't quiet down. It's a powerful sedative that works by amplifying GABA, the brain's natural calming chemical, creating a sense of relaxation that many crave after a long, restless day. But beneath that soothing surface lies a complex story, one where the brain's own chemistry is hijacked in a way that can lead to serious consequences. This drug doesn't just help you fall asleep. It slows down brain activity in a way that can feel like turning the volume way down on your thoughts and worries. Yet, this powerful calming effect comes with a steep price, a high potential for addiction and rapidly building tolerance. Soon enough, what once was enough to ease you into deep sleep might not cut it anymore, leading to increasing doses that can spiral out of control. The long-term effects on cognition and memory are a cause for concern. Diazepam alters the balance of neurotransmitters and can dull the brain's ability to adapt and learn, the very essence of neuroplasticity. This can lead to foggy thinking, forgetfulness, and even emotional blunting, all symptoms that sneak up quietly but impact your life profoundly. It's like putting your brain into sleep mode, even when you're awake. What's more, this medication can interfere with your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that governs your sleep-wake cycle. Messing with this rhythm means your body loses its natural ability to know when it's time to sleep or be alert, making natural sleep remedies and better sleep habits feel almost impossible to achieve. It's a vicious cycle that's hard to break. But diazepam's story isn't all doom and gloom. For some, it's a necessary bridge during tough times, a tool for calming severe anxiety that otherwise wrecks sleep completely. Yet, as with all these sleep aids, understanding the brain's response reveals why true insomnia relief comes from learning to work with the brain, not against it. Which brings us to another popular, but often misunderstood, medication. Topic 4. Trazodone, the sleepy antidepressant. Trazodone is a bit of a sneaky player in the sleep game. Originally designed as an antidepressant, it's now widely prescribed off-label to help with insomnia. It works by blocking serotonin and histamine receptors, which quiets the mind and makes you feel drowsy. On the surface, it seems like a helpful shortcut to a better bedtime routine, but the story beneath is more complicated. By blocking serotonin, Trazodone affects mood and emotional regulation, two things that are intimately tied to sleep quality. While it may help you fall asleep faster, it can also cause a dulling of emotions and a foggy feeling that lingers well into the next day. Imagine trying to live life with a bit of your emotional color drained away. That's the trade-off many don't realize. Daytime drowsiness is another common side effect, making it tough to feel alert and motivated when the sun rises. This can disrupt your circadian rhythm, throwing off the natural ebb and flow that your brain needs to maintain deep sleep cycles. The irony is that the very drug meant to improve sleep can sometimes worsen your overall sleep quality if used long-term. Despite these downsides, Trazodone's popularity persists, especially for those who have struggled to find relief through traditional sleep hygiene or natural sleep remedies. It acts as a crutch when relaxation techniques and sleep meditation fail. But at what cost? The balance between benefit and harm is delicate and personal. As we start to see a pattern among these medications, it's clear they each tinker with the brain's delicate systems, often masking symptoms without addressing the root cause. This brings us to a lesser-known, yet intriguing sleep aid, one that many don't even know exists. Topic 5. Doxepin, the sleep keeper that nobody talks about. Doxepin is the quiet guardian in the world of sleep medications. Unlike some flashy drugs, it works gently on histamine receptors, helping you stay asleep longer without the heavy sedation or addiction risks. It's a bit like the unsung hero that keeps the peace during the night, ensuring you don't wake up too soon or too often. But here's the catch. Doxepin subtly alters your brain's natural sleep architecture. While it may help you clock more hours in bed, it changes the balance of sleep stages in ways you might not notice. This means the deep, restorative sleep that your brain desperately needs could be compromised, even if you're technically asleep. Compared to the other medications we've discussed, Doxepin carries less risk of addiction, making it a preferred choice for some. Yet, it's not entirely free of cognitive side effects. Some users report mild memory issues or a slight mental fog the next day, showing that even the gentlest sleep aid leaves its mark on the brain. What's intriguing about Doxepin is how little it's talked about in sleep circles, despite its widespread use. It flies under the radar, quietly doing its job while the spotlight shines on more notorious drugs. But understanding its effects helps paint a fuller picture of how medications influence sleep and brain health. As we step back and look at all 5 medications, it becomes clear that they share a common thread, one that's crucial to grasp if you want true insomnia relief. What do they have in common, and why should that matter to you? That question brings us to the next chapter. Topic 6. What these 5 medications have in common, and why it matters. When you look closely at melatonin, zolpidem, diazepam, trazodone, and doxepin, a pattern emerges. Despite their different mechanisms, they all interfere with your brain's natural sleep rhythm, hijacking the very processes that regulate how you fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up refreshed. It's like patching a leaky roof without fixing the foundation. The symptoms may improve, but the root cause remains. These drugs mostly mask the discomfort of insomnia by forcing the brain into a kind of sleep mode. But this sleep is often shallow and unnatural. They suppress essential stages like REM and deep sleep, which are critical for memory consolidation, emotional balance, and overall brain health. So, while you may clock the hours, the quality of those hours is often compromised. This forced sleep can lead the brain to rely on external chemicals instead of its own intricate system. Over time, your brain's natural signals get dulled, making it harder to fall asleep without medication. It's a classic case of dependency disguised as relief, and many find themselves trapped in a cycle that's tough to break. Understanding this common thread is key to realizing why traditional medications might not be the ultimate answer for insomnia relief. It's not just about getting more sleep, it's about restoring the brain's natural ability to regulate sleep on its own. This insight sets the stage for exploring the long-term consequences of these drugs on brain health. The journey to better sleep quality is more than just pills and potions. It's about reconnecting with your brain's own wisdom, which leads us to what happens inside your brain over time. Topic 7. What happens to your brain over time? Using sleep medications regularly can slowly reshape key parts of your brain, like the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex, areas essential for memory, decision-making, and emotional regulation. Imagine these regions as your brain's control centers, finely tuned to handle everyday challenges. When drugs interfere with their natural rhythm, it's like throwing off the orchestra conductor, causing chaos in the harmony of your mind. Over time, dependence on these medications can reduce neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt, grow, and repair itself. This isn't just a minor hiccup. It affects how well your brain recovers from stress, learns new information, and even bounces back from injuries. When the brain's flexibility diminishes, cognitive decline can creep in, sometimes manifesting as forgetfulness or slower thinking. There's also an increased risk of anxiety and mood disorders linked to long-term medication use. The delicate balance of neurotransmitters is disrupted, often leaving users feeling emotionally numb or restless. Memory loss and confusion can become more frequent, complicating everyday life in subtle but frustrating ways. Some research even points to a potential connection between chronic use of sleep aids and dementia. While this link isn't fully understood yet, it serves as a warning bell that the brain's long-term health might be at stake. The real challenge is breaking the cycle of dependence before these risks become realities. This understanding highlights the importance of exploring safer, brain-friendly alternatives that support your natural sleep rhythm, rather than overriding it. And that brings us to the hopeful part of the story. What neuroscience suggests about sleeping better, naturally. Topic 8. Is there a safer way? What neuroscience suggests. Imagine if your brain could relearn how to fall asleep on its own, without relying on pills or sedatives. Neuroscience points us in that hopeful direction, showing that natural sleep remedies and better sleep habits hold the key to restoring the brain's rhythm. Techniques like improving sleep hygiene, aligning with your circadian rhythm, and practicing relaxation methods can create lasting change. No chemical crutches required. Simple adjustments to your bedtime routine, like dimming lights, avoiding screens, or engaging in calming sleep meditation, help signal your brain that it's time to wind down. These small but powerful habits support your body's internal clock, guiding you gently into deep, restorative sleep. This is the kind of sleep that refreshes your memory, balances your mood, and sharpens your mind. Breathing exercises and relaxation techniques are more than trendy buzzwords. They actually influence brain chemistry in ways that promote calm and ease insomnia. By consciously slowing your breath and releasing tension, you tap into your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode that your brain needs to switch on for quality sleep. The beauty of these natural strategies is that they empower you to take control, breaking free from the cycle of dependence on medications that merely mask symptoms. It's about retraining your brain, nurturing better sleep habits that serve you for a lifetime. Imagine waking up each morning feeling truly rested, alert, and ready to take on the day, without reaching for a pill. So, what if your brain could really learn to sleep on its own again? That possibility, grounded in science and experience, is where true healing begins, and your journey to better sleep quality can start today. Now that you know what really happens to your brain when you take these common sleep medications, the big question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Are you ready to break free from the cycle of dependence and reclaim your natural sleep rhythm? Imagine building better sleep habits, aligning with your circadian rhythm, and embracing natural sleep remedies that nurture your brain rather than hijack it. How much better would your life be with true, deep rest, waking up refreshed, focused, and ready to conquer your day? If this resonates with you, don't just watch, take action. Start today by tweaking your bedtime routine, practicing relaxation techniques, or exploring sleep meditation. And if you want to keep learning and transform your sleep for good, hit that subscribe button and activate notifications. Your brain and your nights will thank you.